to my second video. I'm so sorry I uploaded late. It was lost track of time and I had personal difficulties, but I'm glad I uploaded it and I'm glad it's out the way. So for this video, we're going to be doing this scarf. This scarf is fairly simple. There are a few hard steps, so for those steps, just sort of rewind and go back and pause as you need. And this scarf is like so amazing because I get to wear it like for different outfits. And these are in different colors. This color is tan. I say it in the video as well that this color is tan, but just to let you guys know again before you guys go out and buy it. Note, this is highly addictive. Let me tell you, like, once you make this one and you get the hang of it, you're gonna be going out a lot and getting more yarn. So be prepared to be buying a lot and lots and lots of yarn because it's highly addictive. And the best part of this, hold on, it's only $3. Like, if you can't spend $3 on this amazing scarf, then I don't know what you can spend it on. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Bye. So guys, thanks for tuning back in, and now let's watch how we do this. So for this video, I'm going to be using Couture Jazz. I got this from AC Moore, and I only got it for $3, which is really good. It just looks like this. This girl is like on all of them, but yeah, it's Couture Jazz, and this color is Mist. It's Mist. So if you want this color, they have Mist, they have Milk. I love the color Milk. It's such pretty. It's like creamy, but like it's perfect. Looks just like milk too. But today I'll be working on Mist. The one that you saw in the intro for this scarf, the color was tan, just in case you're wondering. So to start off, we're going to, first make sure you have your big bundle of yarn, all the yarn and stuff. Put it to your right side. And start off with the shorter yarn. So you need to have a little bit of yarn to start off with. So I'm going to start out with, I'm going to start off with a, and take a little bit of yarn. I'd say take about, if you want to be exact, I'd say take about 10 inches or so, as you can see. My yarn, my ruler is like a 3 ruler, it's a designing ruler, and this side is the inches. So I have about 10 inches of it here. This is from, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is about from tip, so that's 10 inches. So I take about this much, which is 10 inches, and to create a loop, I'm going to get up for this, hold the part that is 10 inches, so this would be the 10 inch right here. So make sure you hold it with your other hand, put 2 fingers underneath the yarn, and with the short 10 inch yarn, wrap it around, just like that. Then pull out your fingers while holding the loop in place, and you should have like a breast cancer sign. Then take the short yarn, I'm going to call this the short yarn from now on. Go ahead and get a little, so I'll take this, the short yarn, and I'll pull it behind the breast cancer sign. And I'll just pull the loop, and that's a slip knot. So if you're already in crochet, just make a slip knot. Then take your 2 fingers, your poindex finger and your thumb, put it inside the hole, and have the short string on your right side and the longest string that keeps going on your left side. So pull the left side string, which is the longer side, with your poindex finger inside the hole, and hold it, if you can see this, hold it, and just pull it through, just like that. Now with this step, make sure you don't make it too tight. So that would be one of these is 1. Don't pull it too tight like the first one, so do that again. So I'm just going to tighten it over here, pull it through, 2, that's enough tightening, that actually might be too tight, 3, 4, and if you're crocheting, just make a chain of 4, just like that. Then with your last loop, all you need to do is 4. I'm doing that on purpose, so just do 4. If you want it to look like mine. If you want it a little bit less close to your neck, go ahead and rewind to the front of this video and you can see how close it is to my neck. But if you want it a little bit farther away, I'd say to have 2 of these. I'm only using 1 of the Couture Jazz, but I'd say use 2 if you want it farther away. Because this is like the perfect amount to make this. Like, I don't have any left over after this. So after you have 4, slip your hand in 2 from the front. And now hold it to your left side. I don't know if you guys can see. Then skip the first chain, this would be the first chain, and go to the second chain. Put your poindex finger and your thumb into it and pull the long string just like you were making a chain. Pull it through and slip it on. Now we're going to do that again. And this time we're going to go to the next chain. So put your poindex finger and your thumb. Grab the long yarn and pull it through. So it's really difficult if you don't know what you're doing, so let me show you a little bit closer. So this is the last one. So find the top one, make sure you have the top one. Put your poindex finger and your thumb. And the string, the long string, this is the short string. Your long string should be behind it. And just pull it through. Just like that. And now you should have 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. On your arm, tighten it if you need to. And if you want to tighten it, just pull the long string and wiggle your arm around until it gets tight. It'll get tight. So you should have something like this. If not, go ahead and rewind, pause it, and keep going. Don't get frustrated. It took me about a week to learn this because I kept quitting and I just didn't realize because nobody was making any sense. So I really hope I'm making sense for you guys. So hold the long string in your hand that has all the yarn. The long string in the hand that has all the yarn. Then pull one of the rows. Make sure you're holding it. If you're not holding it, this step won't work. So make sure you're holding it. Then pull off the yarn and slip it onto your other hand. So tighten it. Then hold the one that had the yarn first in that hand. Pull off the second row. Hold it with the one that has the rows. And then tighten it. Then again. And then again, last one. So you should have something like this, and this would be row 2. So now you should have 4 rows on your hand, just like previous. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hold it with the yarn. Hold the one. I didn't slip it back off to this hand, did I? Or did I? Did I do that? I did. Okay, I did. Okay, I got a little bit confused. I was like, why is it back on this hand? Okay, so hold the long yarn in the hand that has the rows and the yarn. Pull it off just like you did before. Slip it on and tighten. Slip it on. Slip it on. Slip it on. You should only have 4 each time. If you have more than 4, I don't even know how you did that because I've never had that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why this works so well with only Couture Jazz, so don't try it with any other one, is because it's so bulky. It's 6. It's number 6, and it's really bulky. It's like this complete netted fabric, and that's why or yarn, not fabric, and that's why it works so well. So just keep doing that. And if you're wondering why my bundle of yarn, because when you buy it, it doesn't look like this, but if you're wondering why my bundle of yarn looks sort of like in just a lump, it's because it's a funny story, sort of. And it wasn't funny when it happened, but I was recording yesterday night to post it this morning, and all of a sudden I go back to edit it. I go to sleep and I say, okay, you know what, in the morning I'll edit it and post it. I realized that it didn't record, and I was like this close to not posting because I was just really mad because I don't know what happened to it. It was recording, I guess not. But I'm so glad that I got the chance to pull myself together and make this video, because I did say I'd say it every week. So just keep going. Oh, we should count the rows. Okay, so this is how you count the rows. You count these little heart-shaped thingies. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on row 4. 5. On row 5 now. So just make sure you keep going. And if it gets like sort of tangled, like this is my yarn, just untangle it while you go. And if you're doing it right, you should have a long little knitted thing. And if you can tell, there's a rise and a low side, but we'll talk about that later. Don't get really in that yet. Just keep going with your chains. So we're on row 6 now. And just alternate from hand to hand. You can't do it on the same hand. You have to switch hands because otherwise it's not going to work. So if this is any difficulty for you, or you think that you're really not that crafty, such as my neighbor, she thinks she's not very crafty, but it's really easy. You really don't need to be like some big designer or like crafty person. It really isn't that much, but yeah, it's really simple. And if this is really hard for you or you have some questions, email me. I know I said it in the beginning, but it's really important because I see it on the comment box, but for some reason it won't let me reply, so I'll have to fix that out. So if you want me to reply like today, then let me know, and make sure, this is row 7 by the way, make sure you email me. So in case you guys are wondering, when I first started out this video, the one that I'm doing right now, I have my hair like slicked back in a bun. And if you want to know how to do that, because it was really simple, if you want to know how to do that, then please leave me a comment. I really want to show you, but I can only do it if I know that people want to hear it. That is row 8, right? Is that row 8? I don't know. Leave me a comment in the below if it was row 7 or 8. So I'll just say it's 8. So this is 9. So if you have any funny stories about your yarn, like if you chain like 30 and then you thought that you had to take it out, so you took it all out or something, let me know. And if you wanted to see a hair video next week and not the shawl thing that I showed you, that I'm going to show you in the end, I'm sorry, I didn't show it to you yet, but the shawl thing in the end, if you want to see hair instead of that shawl, then leave a comment. And I will get back to you on comments, it's just that I won't be able to reply, so if you email me, I'll be able to reply. But if you comment it, then I'll see it and I'll do it. And if you want to see hair, then I'll do the mahogany curl inspired hair. Because it does, it looks like, I don't know if you can really see it in the camera, but it looks like mahogany curls. Slicked back bun, so I went ahead and dedicated it to her. I am going to be doing a flexi rod video. This is row 9. No, I already said that, didn't I? 10? Okay, so we're about to be done. So right when you have this much yarn, let's see how much this is. 12, 8. So that's about 12, 8. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking. It's like 20. It's like 20, right? It's not 20. I'm so sorry. Give me a minute. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, it is 20. It is. I was just doubting myself. Like, okay, it is 20. I'm sorry. I just really wanted to rush it. So about 20 inches. This is 20 inches of hair, guys. I'm just kidding. So right when you have this, you need, I think I actually need more. So if I undo it, then don't be like, what's she doing? It's just, I have to undo it because you need a lot. So 20 or more would be great. Like 25 would be great. So just go as normal because I have to finish it now. Just go as normal. And I'm tightening it really tight because I need a lot of yarn. So 25 is good. And once you have 2 on your hand, put the back one over the front one. Don't hold any yarn. Don't hold any yarn. And put the back one over the front one. That shows the yarn that you're done. Tighten it as tight as possible. Then put it back. Put this one on. Tighten it. Put the back one. Don't hold any yarn. The back one over the front one. Tighten it as tight as possible. Oops, sorry. Then put the back, or the other last one. Oh, see, okay, 20 inches would help you. All right, you're good then. 20 inches is good. Put the back one over the front one. And if you're wondering who I follow on crochet, I do on YouTube. I mean, I follow Simply Hooked Crochet. I really like her, and she has a lot of videos. So I listen to what she has to say. So this is just, and they call this the sweetheart stitch because it looks like little hearts. And the last time I measured, it was like 17 inches. 12, 10. Oh, never mind. It's like 22 inches. This one's 22 inches. I did this one longer. So most people, after they do the loop on the back one, some people cut it. Don't cut it. Just pull it right through and tighten it. And then it's closed off. If you can see that, it's closed off. So now this is where the rise, let me scoot back for this. Now this is where the rise and low rise side come in. So listen to this part. Keep your ears open. If you flip it over, there is a rise and a low side. It reminds me of a railroad track. Doesn't it look like a railroad track? So I'm going to call this side railroad track. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say I'm. And I'm going to call this side just the raised side. Maybe like a prairie or something. But this one really looks like a railroad track. So flip it over onto the raised side and flip it onto the railroad track. Then you should have a little, just halfway. Then you should have your little ends, and this is why you don't want to cut it. This is where this comes in handy. You have to stitch. So this part doesn't really have a method, so I'm trying to show you what I do. So there's both sides, and both of them have little holes at the top from when we started and where we ended. So at the top holes, use the extra thread that you have and just weave it in there. Okay. Then find the next 2 holes and weave it in there. Then find the next 2 holes and weave it in there. I do the last one because there's only like about 4, and then I tie this one, the short string, and the long string together forever. Tighten it, tighten it again. And then I cut it with some scissors. At this point I cut it because I'm done. So just a little tie. Then flip it back. And here's your cowl. Very simple, told you. And now you're done. So guys, if you liked that video, make sure you tune in for next week's video, and we'll be making one of these. It has a belt if you have extra yarn, and it has a cute little T-back, a cute flowy bottom, and it has a very pretty stitching. As you can see, it's like just like we made, but this one is a little bit difficult. So if this was a little bit difficult for you, this previous video, then I would request for you to maybe get a few lessons before next week. But thank you so much for tuning in for this video, and I hope you guys tune back in next week. Comment, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. See you guys next week. Bye.